If you've started a song, a musical project, an idea, but you haven't finished it, this episode is for you. We all know that feeling, that excitement, that rush, that buzz, that hit of dopamine that comes through when we have an idea, a spark, a flame inside of us, and we have to do something about it. We sing it out, or we play it on our instrument, or we write it down, or we scratch something, or we use a voice memo in the car as we're driving. We do something to get it out, or we say it to a friend. And so in that moment, we feel so supported. We feel like we know and we're confident. And then when it comes back to returning to the work, to following through with the work, to being consistent, we maybe have another idea, or chasing something else, or the next thing has popped up, and we don't have the same excitement, the same body reaction, the same somatic activation that we have with the idea that we have with the work and craft of following through. And often we lose that momentum, we lose the hope and the confidence, and we abandon these ideas, or we say that we'll get back to them and we never do. If we haven't met yet, I'm EP Archer, and I help songwriters, musicians, improvisers to stop overthinking, to break through blocks fast and finally finish the music they start. So why do we abandon it? Why does perfection and judgment and all the different assumptions and expectations creep in and override that feeling of juicy goodness when you want to create something, when you know you have to, when you're called, when you pull, or when you just feel really good about it? Is there a way we can continue that feeling throughout a dedicated, consistent practice? Or does that kind of, kill the buzz, so to speak? See, you don't have a creativity problem. The ideas are popping. You have ideas. You've gotten them down even, and you've gotten them out of your body, of your brain, of your heart and soul in some way. But the problem lies in completion, in finishing. And I speak from my own personal experience and the experience of thousands of students I have worked with, where we get so motivated to start something and we don't finish. And let's be honest, folks, this isn't just for music. It's not just for songwriters. It's for things that can be very meaningful in our life. It's for things that we maybe say don't matter, but could make a huge difference. So I think the first question I ask myself is, are you someone who also doesn't finish other things? Where in life are you completing, and where in life are you abandoning? Where are you showing up and being present with yourself, your work, and others? And where are you late, leaving early, calling in, not able to be there, not fully present, not engaged? And those are usually indicators of a couple different things. Now, when we go specifically to music, the two different things that we're kind of looking at here, number one is my motivation to do it. Was it fun or a hobby, or it's just a whim, or hey, I had this cool idea, but I'm not really attached to it. There's not a soul pull. There's not something that is grabbing me, by the bones that I have to finish it. There's just like a fun idea, and there it is, and there it went, and maybe I'll come back to it, maybe I won't. And if I don't have any emotional attachment to that, I think that's fine, right? But if it's something that I know deep down, there would be a shift in me if I finish it, or there would be something that I have to face if I finish it. That's different. It's the same with people and relationships. There are some relationships that we stay in and we stick with no matter what, and we're in it through thick and thin, and this is it, and we commit. We commit whether it is tumultuous, we commit whether it is all the different things that a relationship can be or not. And there are other relationships that are more casual, are more acquaintance built, and are there when it feels good or it's convenient. And music is either your committed life relationship, your twin flame, your partner, your ride or die, or music is that fun acquaintance that lifts your spirits, that allows you to break out of the box in your everyday life. And either way, We want to treat those interactions and that presence and that engagement with some weight and some honor. Even if I see an acquaintance that I only see once in a while, that is just a casual person in my life, I want to show up for that. And even if we have a fleeting idea that is fun or bouncy or maybe isn't like our life's work that we have to complete, it's just an idea that felt good. What would happen if we show up and give that presence and substance and honor it with engaging with it until it's complete? You wouldn't meet an old friend for dinner and go to the bathroom and never come back. I mean, unless it was going horribly, and hopefully then you'd be able to have a conversation about it. And the conversations we have with our creative work, with our projects, with our melodies, our harmonies, our music, our songs, those conversations are where the uncomfortability gets to be met. Or maybe something is brought up in the conversation we didn't count on having to speak about, we didn't plan for. And that's the juicy part. That's the part where we get to be open and vulnerable and grow. We grow in uncomfortability, not in comfortability. And it feels really comfortable to come up with the idea, and it doesn't feel comfortable to finish it. We just have to find out why. Is it an unexpected feeling of judgment or perfectionism? Is it not being able to commit? Is it the fear of what's on the other side? Is it outside or external, or is it within me? And I think 9 times out of 10, if you can look within and go to yourself and address it there, the external tends to gently fall away. Look within and say, what's going on here? Why am I not finishing? And sometimes we're not making time. We're not actually just saying, hey, I'm going to set aside a certain amount of time each day to honor these ideas and these fun things that pop up. Maybe they're ideas for your business. Maybe they're ideas for your kiddos, but these ideas are constantly coming because we are beings that were meant to and made to create, to have constant newness sprouting from us. And when we do that, we feel alive. And when we have to follow the rudimentary routine of expectation and being in a box, we die. We do not feel alive. And over time, our energy and our soul is drained. And if that feels dramatic, it is, because I value you and your experience and what you're going through. And I want us to be able to create together, to face those demons, if you will, to open up that Pandora's box and say, okay, what's inside? And hopefully it's not a Pandora's box. It's just maybe some hesitation or some fear. And I'll go back to that Art of War book by Stephen Pressfield. I should probably get an affiliate link for that because I'm going to mention it. But he literally just talks about setting aside a time, and this is my time. And whether I feel creative or inspired or not, I honor that. And if we do something as simple as that, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whatever you can spare, we will finish. So my challenge to you today is to take one unfinished idea and commit to finishing it, either today or tomorrow. Give yourself a time limit and work on it and do it. Come back to that and feel the joy that you felt when you were first inspired. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be an epic. It doesn't have to be a long-winded soliloquy of a symphony of an extended. It doesn't have to be any of that. Just finish the idea, give it a sense of completion, maybe just a verse chorus, and then you're done if you're a songwriter. Maybe just finish the poem if you're writing something from the heart that is lyrical. Maybe just play that musical idea until it feels like it has had a rise and fall and a completion. You don't have a creativity problem or an inspiration problem. It's completion. And completion is the signal that we have invested and we're showing up for ourselves, our idea, our music, and our revolution. You don't find your best songs by continually starting more. You find them by finishing and honoring the ideas that you birthed. So if you're ready to stop overthinking and actually finish a song, I created a free Finish Your Song in 5 Days challenge, but it's only inside Music Rebels Rising. Click the link, join the group, and you will have a finished song in 5 days. Your best work is right around the corner. I'll see you next time.